Guys, so I just kind of wanted to make a video. Today I had my poll worker training class to be a poll worker here in Orange County, California. It was a 3-hour class, mostly good until we got to the issue of NPP voters, which in California is no party preference voters. And I know that Democrats, the Democratic Party is accepting no party preference voters to vote for them. However, today in class, when we were going over NPP, I was told that all NPP voters are to be given provisional ballots. I specifically asked, I had my handbook open. Let me show you in my handbook exactly where I was. Sorry, I should have had this ready earlier. Okay, so right here, the ones in bold are the parties that are accepting no party preference voters to vote for them. However, I was told that these people were to be given provisional ballots. Always. NPP voters are always to be given provisional ballots. That's what I was told. I even wrote it right there in my notes at the bottom when I asked him the question. Well, I posted on some of the Bernie groups today because I was bothered by that, because I've always been told that these NPP voters here in California can vote for Democrats and that their vote would be counted. So I was a little worried that he was telling all 18 of us poll workers to give all NPP voters provisional ballots, because I mean, we all know what happens most of the time with the provisional ballots. They are not being counted. So I've called the county registrar's office, and she's explained to me that we were given misinformation today in our training. Surprise, surprise, we were lied to. And that I am to issue, if a no party preference voter comes in and asks for a Democratic ballot, I am to give them what is called a Democratic crossover ballot. And so I said, okay, well, thank you for telling me that, because we weren't informed of crossover ballots today in our training whatsoever. They never even mentioned crossover ballots in the slideshow, and none of us were looking through the 90-page handbook. So it does talk about crossover ballots in our handbook, but in the training, the slideshow that the county registrar's office is using for their training does not discuss crossover ballots. So all these poll workers in California are being trained to give no party preference voters that want to vote Democratic provisional ballots. And that's crazy. So spread the word. I feel like I've caused an uproar. Hopefully they still want me to work the polls after this. Hopefully I'm able to let my fellow poll workers know on the day of the election about this misinformation. I guess I'll have to okay it with my inspector first, who will pretty much be in charge of the whole, precinct polling place on election day on June 7th. But spread the word. There's still time for Californians to register as Democrat, just to avoid this issue altogether, especially Bernie voters. But if it's too late, then please make sure that you are asking, when you walk in as a no party preference voter, you need to make sure and ask the poll worker for a crossover Democratic ballot. Do not let them give you a provisional, because who knows if that is going to be counted. Do not let them give you a provisional if you are NPP and voting Democratic. Please. Okay, that's it. I hope I got my point across. Go Bernie!